We're back. I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of easy money and finish the lore achievements in Forewarned. So you may be like me at the beginning and just stuck because this game forces you to buy all of your equipment before you're good at catching the mummies. And doing so beforehand is just not very easy. So, in case you're wondering, I'm going to go ahead and rock over here. Lore pages are these guys. I think, there's 160 of them, and the, Lore Hunter achievement requires 100, and usually only one or two drop in a mission, so you can find them, come back here, pay 25 gold to transcribe them, and then you can read this game's kind of cool story lore. Gotta get all the pages to find the whole thing, though. And doing so is usually a nightmare. So we're gonna go ahead and rock this way. Start a game. Crank that difficulty up to brutal. Map size, large. The difficulty doesn't matter as much as the map size does. You will not find very many things on small maps. And the rest of this doesn't really matter. I think you get more gold or something if you play on random. But go ahead and start. And this game can get a little scary, so you gotta look out. A little scary Terry sometimes. And the load screens can take a little while, but there is only one of them. Well, one to get into the game and then one to get into the level. Entire level loads, and won't really have to worry about that anymore. If you played Xbox or PlayStation 2, load times are not as bad as that. So we picked a random map, started us off across this river. We're gonna rock over here. Look at the laptop. Now while that's loading up, we're gonna go ahead and grab some stuff. Tablet, torch, lighter, camera, medkit, and that's basically all you need. But I'm going to show you a trick here. You're going to want to grab your compass, radio, and radar. This one has 2 lore pages, so we can go ahead and do this level. If it only had one, it usually traps one behind the inner sanctum door. It's the door with the red button. And if that were the case, we'd go ahead and leave. Just go back to the Jeep, slam the back, and go ahead and load up another one until you see this has more than one lore page. And you do the same for finding artifacts, not relics. Relics are always going to be in the Pharaoh's tomb, whereas artifacts have a chance of spawning outside of it. So, and the bigger the map, the better for chances to spawn these things. So we're gonna rock in. He's angry today. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and place this radar system. Not that we need it, but if your friends are trying to find out what the mummy is, that'll definitely help them. This compass, you'll just keep on you. You don't even have to look at it. If you hear it spinning, you can help your friends find the mummy. This radio, however, usually attracts the mummy, but we're going to go ahead and turn it on, and it's really loud. So when we get back close to this room, we'll know we're close and just follow the sound back to the exit. And just pick a direction from the main room and start lighting all the torches. I like to follow the right-hand walls. You can follow the left-hand walls as well. Both are totally doable. Looks like we got some crocodilios in here. Crocodile. Oh, he just wanted to bite. Usually there's, yeah, a singing urn in here, which takes, not your main hand, so you can go ahead and just keep it there. Mommy was not a fan of my radio and murdered it. Oh, but I take it back, it didn't break it. It just caused the distortion. Check all the crevices. You're looking for gold and these pages here. You can put them in the Jeep and they give you money. I mean, so do the giant piles of gold, which we will inadvertently be picking up until we find the lore page we're looking for. And if you follow the right-hand wall, you can just follow the left-hand wall back out. And it really helps with not getting lost, because these get real big. There's our lore page. It's a sweet floating scroll, and they like to hide them behind these braziers. I don't know why. Just so I miss them. But that's it. We're done with the level. Real easy. If I had picked a different passage, one of like 4 directions at the beginning of this one, I would have picked up more gold, but making it out alive is also super important. Now, as long as we don't open that red door, the mummy can't really attack us. Unlike that crocodile, who just murdered my ankles. And we pop out of here. The lore page doesn't have to be put back in the Jeep. Put your singing urn there. It's called that because when you're close to it, it kind of hums, and you can sort of hear it, especially in the water, when the rest of your senses are sort of dampened. You'll want to take these, toss them in this, and that's it. We don't get the relic because we don't open the red door. Good to go. If you do this with friends, you can cover more space quicker. Let's see, I got lore page 121 and 400 ducats. You can come over here, get on your own computer, and go ahead and buy your stuff. But just to really drive the point home, let's do it again. That was about 10 minutes, maybe less, and I'm 400 ducats richer. That's pretty good. Now, if you go into banish each mummy, they do give you a lot of gold and a bunch of XP. But in lieu of that, this takes way less time, and if you don't have any equipment, some of the mummies can be hard to banish. For instance, Talos, the bane of my existence. New tomb. Gonna go ahead and hit that button. Alrighty, there's a lore page. But just to show you what you do if there was only one lore page, we'll go ahead and... Oh no, there's only one lore page. Let's go back. Let's walk right back up to this Jeep. Click the button. And go back to your lobby. Because that one was trash. We didn't want that. No lore page. Go ahead and start another one. Make sure it's brutal and large map size. Occasionally these will flicker back to default settings, but not very often. Load us up a tomb. And we're in. Unload the pack. Click the button. This laptop will download all this stuff automatically without you clicking this if you just go open the front door of these tombs. Okay, and this is kind of what I wanted to happen, was it also popped in with artifacts. So there's 14 artifacts in the game, and it doesn't matter if you already have an artifact that is spawned on the map. If you have the bust of Nefertiti already and you see that's the one in front of you, when you pick it up and leave, it will give you one of the 14 artifacts that you don't already have. Whereas it would give whoever else was in there the bust of Nefertiti. So same thing, you're gonna want your radio, your tablet. Bam. Torch, lighter, radar dish. This camera can actually give us more gold. And a med kit in case things get scary, because Brutal does do a lot of damage to you. These switches, this one has like this picture on it. If I were to pull this and then find another red switch with the same picture, it will open the treasury. Whereas there's an additional red lever which opens a prison room, and it's kind of got like a crouching dude's picture on it. So here's a mummy. It's not an evil mummy, just a regular one, although that guy's a little evil. I'm gonna go ahead and snap that picture there. And then these guys die if they walk too close to this torch, or if you just go ahead and slap them. They also light on fire. This guy makes footsteps, so he's gonna be messing with me the whole time. Just keep going. Ignore the horrifying mummy noises. Usually when you hear footsteps like running at you, you'd say, oh, there's a mummy coming at me that I need to hit with this torch. And footsteps, mummy, that's not the case. What I just did there is I face checked this mummy. I just walked right into the tomb, because if you don't have the quest, the side quest to photograph ancient remains, walking into the sarcophagus with the mummy will give you that side quest. This as well is the embalming table. Go ahead and walk into it, snap a photo, and they both have audio cues confirming that you've done that. Your torch does go out by itself eventually. Don't trust those rooms. Sometimes they have Indiana Jones style boulders. You can open all of these. Occasionally they'll have gold in them, but you really just want to open one, snap the photo, and then just leave it alone. There's a scroll. Because the mummy interacting with those sarcophaguses is like evidence to, or sarcophagi, is evidence to figure out which particular mummy it is, so you can get into the red room. And I'm lighting all these torches, that way I definitely don't get turned around. Like, I know I've been here because this torch is lit. Now they go out eventually, but the embers on them stay. This is that treasury room on this particular map. It does look different on other maps, but the levers are the same on the other maps. Can't forget this guy. That was a pot breaking, which would be destruction evidence. if I were trying to find the mummy. But again, don't open the red door, because if you open the red door, or if you fail to open it by guessing wrong, you get one try, and then the mummy physically manifests. And then it can hurt you. Not that it can't hurt you before, but it can actively hunt you after that. Oh. Had a little bit of problems. You know, a little bit of mummy situation. This is the red door, as I was calling it, because this button turns red after you guess the guy and click the button. Ooh, evil mad. Oh, now I've got too much stuff. Don't need that compass. Not really. So this is the snake room. One of these doesn't murder you, while the other, like one of these entrances doesn't murder you, while the other ones do. Tons of gold and stuff. Chance it. Okay, it hurt. It hurt a lot. I'm injured now, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this med kit. Back to healthy. Get the gold, and then pick one of the 3 other directions to hopefully not be poisoned. Oof, got poisoned. Alright. So this was a singing vase. You could hear it kind of warbling. Oh no, he murdered me. No. So I'm dead, but I have the Blessing of Osiris on, which means you can respawn once.
Death is only the beginning.
So true. Well, there's that other thing. Here's this. So at the respawn point, look at that evidence. So at the respawn point, it will spawn in a torch, and it will spawn in a lighter. So even though you lose all of your stuff, you can still fight everything in the game. Now I'm not sure if that torch is the level of torch you walked in with. It might just be a default level 1 torch. And also, if you're doing this, I advise not leveling your medkit all the way up. It does heal for less, but it has multiple heals, which the max level medkit does not have. Now, odds are the other artifact is in the inner sanctum with the relic. So if we want, we can go ahead and leave, and we should. Got like a decent amount of gold from finishing the snake trap. It only says 260. but we will get a bunch of gold for selling all this stuff as well. Although I see myself continuing to run around. Oh, he's coming. Got him. I'm just okay now. So if you're low health like this, you don't have any more heals, you should probably leave. But you could continue to risk, you know, risking it for the biscuit. For more gold. And if you do this with friends, nice try, Indiana Jones style boulder. If you do this with friends, they will distract some of these enemies. So you'll be hitless. And we're gonna run out of here as fast as we can. Past this threshold, the mummy will not chase you. So if you're close to this room getting chased, just rock on up here. The only exception might be the one that like chases you, because it can also go down to the second level of these tombs, which is really a nightmare. None of the other ones can do it. I want to say it's Osiris. But we found the lore page, found all the rare artifacts, in quotes, that we're gonna find. Because again, if I had teammates, there'd be more sacks of equipment here, and they'd be off exploring the other arms of this. But for just being here by myself, this is pretty damn good haul. Go ahead and slap all these guys in here. Click the button. And there's another 764 gold pieces. Plus I got the bust of Hashipult, which is this stuff in here. These are the artifacts that you can find, and they're wonderful. Really spruce up the joint. While this room is the relics you can get from the inner sanctums. And these little guys up here are... I can't remember what it's called, but it's a second relic you can get if you're trying to banish the mummy instead of just pilfering his sarcophagus and running. But yeah, that's it. That is how you make easy money. I just made $1,200 in about half hour, maybe a little less. And a lot of the like max level equipment doesn't go past $1,200, $1,300 to get to level 5. There's a few exceptions, like the metal detector or the Geiger counter might go up to like 1,800, 2,000. But yeah, just a couple of these runs, and then survive a couple of these runs. And you'll have all of the necessary base equipment to just go ahead and fight these mummies. But it's been fun. I will probably get on here and stream some actual runs of Forewarned. We're gonna go fight mummies, banish them, sell their stuff. It's gonna be great. It's a truly entertaining game. But Have a good day. See you later.